Guys, we are finally getting to the Q&A.
Here comes the sun, yeah, don't you know it's gonna be a good day. Turn on your shine, it'll all be fine. It's gonna be a good day.
Hi guys, so as you can see, I'm doing this Q&A video by myself. Because family is preoccupied and work needed to get done. So, naturally, I'm here for your viewing enjoyment. Anyway, Mom, are you coming? Hi guys! So we're here without Dad, but he's coming back, and sadly, we are here without Nat.
People want to know, why is Nat not in more of the videos? And he is pretty much adamantly opposed to it.
Which is okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
He's trying to respect his wishes.
Yeah.
But we thought we'd go ahead and maybe answer a couple of questions because it has been very difficult to get us all together. It's been just a really busy time of year, as I'm sure it is for a lot of you families out there. May is just a blur, and so we are coming to the end of it this week with the end of school, and that will be a good thing.
Yeah, so Mom has the Ask FM questions on her computer. Do you want to talk about who started that?
I want to give a shout out and a huge thank you to Martha Lolliday, who organized this whole thing. I think she was the original person who asked on one of our videos if we would do a Q&A. And then she set up an Ask FM, which I didn't even know what that was until she sent me the link. Like I said in a previous video, I was so blown away and really moved. I mean, I shed some tears as I read these questions. And Martha, thank you so much, because it means a lot. And I don't know if you can see Frankie. I'm wearing a black shirt. It's so hard to see him, but he's right here. His cute little face. He wants to sit in my lap, but I've got the laptop in my lap, so he can't do that. So
and then
you gotta stay right where you are.
So yeah, Mom has Ask FM, and I have the YouTube questions on my computer,
Grab my coffee.
so that we make sure we get all the questions that we can.
So I think one thing that we can do, just the two of us here, is give some shout outs because people actually left comments. So we have Lisa, Jean, and Noah from Perth, Australia, saying we love the Bovees and we love you.
We do love you.
Australia has some significance in our lives. We don't really know what that is yet, but we've always been very drawn to it, and we feel like God's going to do something with Australia and the Bovees at some point.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So that's good information to know.
So anytime
Cool.
Australia comes up, it's like, oh, thanks for watching and loving us. Thank you, Lisa, Jean, and Noah. Okay, I have another shout out.
Okay.
Hi, Bovee Bunch. My name is Jean, and my daughter, Kristen, and I love watching your shows. I'm a single mom. She was recently diagnosed with stage 3 neuroblastoma, and while in the hospital, we adore watching any new shows you guys put out. Please keep them coming. We would love a shout out. And this made me weep to read. I am praying for you, Jean, and your precious baby, Kristen, and just know that we are holding you close in prayer and sending you lots of love. And thank you for watching our show. We so appreciate it. And you are loved today. So,
Mom. Hi, Kristen. Hello.
hi, sweets. Hi, Kristen.
We love you.
We love you.
We hope you're doing well.
Yes, we're praying for you, praying for God's supernatural healing to touch your body today and to hold up your sweet mama. Here's a question from Anonymous. Will Noel marry me?
What? I have one that I can answer. Cookie Lady Nike asks, who is older, Noe or Anna? And Anna is older by a month and 1 day. Or 2 months and 1 day. Yeah, 2 months and 1 day.
Here's one. Okay. From Anonymous. Noel is incredible.
That's not a question. Someone else asked if we have a P.O. box. We do. We do have a P.O. box. The information is always in every description box of all our videos. So you can just go down there and find it. And we, of course, don't need you to send us anything.
We don't expect anything. We actually just got a P.O. box because it sounded like a fun thing to do.
Someone else asked, What's your opinion on elephants?
I don't think I have an opinion. I think that they are adorable and amazing, and I don't like it when I see them chained up.
You've seen an elephant chained up before?
Yeah, I mean, I'm old.
I have thought about doing more singing videos, and like Mom and Dad and I have talked about like me having more camera time as far as a specific day where a video goes out of just me of whatever I want to do. And I think it'd be super fun just because I'd be able to like do acting or just the things I'm passionate about. So it'd be interesting to like try that, and if you guys want to see that, you should let me know if that appeals to you. And if it doesn't, that's fine, and you can tell me that it doesn't appeal to you too. I don't care. I want to give the people what they want. Okay, now we can actually get into the questions and stuff. When will Nicholas and Danielle visit?
We actually have some footage that we took of Nick and Danny because they have just been here for Danny's graduation. And we have some exciting news.
So stay tuned.
They are going to share with you in this footage that I'm going to put here.
About a few months ago, Danny saw a job opening for the high school that we both went to school at for the choir director position. She applied for that through the interview process, and she got the job. She's officially signed, sworn in and everything. She's ready to go.
Yes.
As of August 17th? When's your first day?
August 15th.
August 15th. So we'll be actually moving back to Colorado
For that.
around August 10th.
First.
She really knows the details better than I do.
Well, I just
So-
found out that I can actually get into the school earlier, so I
okay.
want to. Yeah. We are going to drive from Anchorage to Woodland Park.
That's right.
What if you're just driving through Mark?
Yeah.
It's gonna be
And
awesome.
I don't need to be back at the school like August 1st. I can go
That's just it.
August 5th or August 7th. Or...
Yeah, and hopefully I'll be back on a regular vlogging editing schedule because
Yes.
I've had so many videos.
For the trip. We only vlog on when we're
Well, and I've had-
traveling.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have so many videos.
We're really bad about just every day, like, hey, I'm on the couch again watching Seinfeld.
Yeah. Stay tuned because we'll be coming at you on the Bovee Bunch more often.
Or the what? Tread One.
And Tread
Tread
Wonder,
Wonder.
their channel.
Yeah, Tread Wonder.
Tread Wonder.
Tread Wonder.
That's what we do.
Subscribe.
We're really excited that they're gonna be here.
They're gonna be
And
here? What are they doing?
Our babies are coming home.
No way!
Yes, it's so exciting.
Why are they doing that?
Dad, stop.
They just heard why.
We just talked about this. We were there. How long has your family known the Dale tribe?
We met John and Amy when Amy was pregnant with Aspen. So, did Aspen just turn 10? Double digits, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So Amy was very largely pregnant with Aspen. Yeah, so it's been before Aspen was even born. And they became dear friends immediately. We knew they were very special, and we just owe them so much. Even just the joy of having this channel. They encouraged us to do this, and it's been fun, really fun.
Christy and Mark, have you always wanted to be musicians/singers? I think what they're asking is, have you always wanted to do it? Like before, even before when
It was always a love, and my parents noticed it for me early in life, and so yeah, I've always done it. And I really couldn't think of anything else but to do music. So it was all, for as long as I can remember, it's been something I've enjoyed doing.
And I think for me as well, it was it just kind of becomes an addiction, and we've been very fortunate in that we're part of a very small percentage of people who make their living from music, and we're not famous,
Nor rich.
but it's been you just get addicted to it. You love it. You learn to love it, and we definitely feel called to it. And so yeah, it's been maybe sometimes a love-hate relationship. Those years when the economy was bad, it was very difficult because we were the first to, music was the first thing to go and probably the last thing to come back, once the economy started to turn. So you know, it's been had its ups and downs, and I certainly would not encourage someone to go into it lightly. In fact, we encourage kids to do something else and not do the arts if they can help it. But sometimes you're just addicted, you're talented, and the world needs your voice, and so you have to. You're just compelled.
To go hand in hand in that, Stacy Carmen asks, if you couldn't be musicians, what do you think you would do for a living?
I'd own and operate a coffee shop or a cafe, or I would be a travel, like take people around the world and show them the world as a travel.
I can show
person.
you love.
Yes,
Dad, I already have your travel agency theme song.
Mark's Magic Carpet Ride.
I like it. I think I would be an entrepreneur. I would own multiple businesses and be a girl boss, basically. I would go for a world takeover.
Is that what you've done already?
Thanks for noticing.
Yeah, here we go. This is the question I was looking for, because this is my favorite story of all time. Dog210 Christian. Dog. How did Christy and Mark meet / get together?
It was the summer of 1988. I had gotten on the bus a couple weeks before in a Christian band called Truth. Mark was the keyboard player, and I was hired to be the lead singer, lead female singer. There were 4 women, 4 men. I wasn't actually on stage yet. I had to learn 40 songs cold. And the person I was replacing was amazing. I was really nervous, and I hadn't really talked to a bunch of people at that point. But I was sitting across the dinette of this bus, this custom coach, and it was during prayer before the concert, and I felt like God said, look up. And so I looked up, and there was a man sitting across from me whom I hadn't had any conversation with at all. And the Lord practically audibly said, that is your husband. And my first reaction was, great, but what is his name? And then my second reaction was, I am going to get fired because you are not allowed to date. So I didn't say anything, but sure enough, days passed and I got to know Mark Bovee. We were the only non-Southerners in the group. Mark's from Alaska, I'm from Colorado. We were both jazz majors in college, and we had more in common probably than any other 2 people on the bus. So it escalated quickly. We got in trouble all the time for spending too much time together, and pretty much we were getting married 6 months later.
Tammy from Cape Cod says that her favorite video is when Nat graduated the 8th grade and Nick was just a hoot the entirety of the video. That was a really funny video.
Thanks, Tammy.
That was one of our first videos.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Our oldest is hilarious, and with them moving back, you'll hopefully get to see that more.
Someone says a house tour, please.
Okay, noted. It won't be very long, but
It will not be very long.
we love our house. We love our little house. It's definitely home for us.
Caroline from Frisco, Texas
Frisco.
says, has your family ever considered taking a vacation to Texas? I would love to meet you.
We used to
Caroline?
live in Frisco.
We did.
We lived at
On Napa
Preston-
Valley Drive.
Yeah, okay. Preston
That was
Vineyards, is that?
Yeah, Preston Vineyards. It's probably the old neighborhood
On
now
the east
in
side of
Frisco.
Preston Road, right? Up, yeah, just before you get in. Well, back then it was just before you get into Frisco.
There was
Now
nothing
it's
there.
crazy.
One little white church, old church was out there, and maybe a gas station, and that was it. And we bought before the mall went in, and that was a blessing in the end. Our property value was like crazy. I can't even imagine what houses go for there now. So we love Texas. We have a lot of friends. All of our children are Texans. We lived in the Metroplex for all of them to be born. And so, yeah, we have a lot of really sweet friends there. And
We don't really go there to vacation.
No, that's true.
We go there to work. When we vacation, we go to, I don't know, California or
See
Florida
family.
or
Yeah.
Someone, I think from Maine, asks, so which member of the Dale tribe is related to the Bovee Bunch by blood? Amy and Christy look a lot alike.
Wow, really? You think so? Oh, that's fun. I've never had anybody say that Amy and I look like we're related.
I've had them say that Amy and I look related.
Yes, that happens
And then
a lot.
people say that Anna looks like Mom's kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
that's...
no, we are not related by blood. No, but just by our faith, definitely. And we feel like we're family, for sure. And yeah.
What are your feelings on poetry?
I love poetry. I actually wrote I had an assignment in school, and I had to write a poem about America, and it was worth 100 points. And I did really well. It was really good. It was a really good poem. I love poetry. Poetry is like a really easy way to write songs because a lot of songs are just poetry. So,
Who asked that question?
someone anonymous.
Oh, anonymous. And Christy, you love poetry.
I love poetry, and yeah, I've written a lot. And like Noel was saying, that's a lot of my song lyrics that I've written have come out of poems. And so yeah, I love words. I love how they sound together, and especially odd words together. And poetry is awesome.
Bert from Fairplay says we should be more active on social media platforms, and that he loves to see our smiling faces.
That's so sweet, Bert. Are you in Fairplay, Colorado? I wonder. Yeah, we're not really very active on social media, and that's pretty much because of me, probably. Everybody's busy, but if anybody were doing it for Bovee Bunch, it would probably be me. Don't you think?
Well, I can do it, and I'm on social media a lot, so I could definitely take over that, and I am tech savvy enough to handle it. And I've thought about starting social media platforms for us everywhere. We have an Instagram. I'm going to probably start us a Twitter here in a hot minute.
Ooh.
A Twitter account.
This is all news to
Maybe
me.
a Facebook
Sweet.
page. I don't know.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
We have a Facebook page. A
Oh.
group.
A Facebook group. Okay.
Yeah, we already have one of those. But you're right, Bert. We need to step it up.
What is the Bovee Bunch's favorite Disney movies in all caps? And this is from the Greshaw family from Indiana.
Hi, Greshaw's favorite Disney movies.
I'm going first.
Okay.
Moana and Mulan. They're my favorites. Mulan has always been my favorite Disney princess forever. And I'm just waiting for them to come out with a live action movie of Mulan that is awesome and shows off her amazing woman power qualities. And I really just love Moana because I just love the message of Moana. So.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Moana for that reason also. I just found her character to be so empowering, and I thought the comedy was hilarious in that movie. The whole thing was just so well done. But another movie I really love, and it always inspired my imagination, was Swiss Family Robinson. Mm-hmm. And just the fact that they set off as a family into the wilderness, they had this adventure together, and they made the best of what they had to work with. Boy, that just, it really speaks to my heart. I really love that one. How about you?
I think animated movie would be probably Mulan. I really like Mulan.
Hunter from Colorado Springs. Hi, Hunter.
Hi, Hunter.
Asks, how do you tell the difference between a friendship that is toxic and a friendship that is good for your soul?
Sounds like a dad one.
Yeah.
Well, proof is in the pudding. If the fruit is negative, obviously, then that's something to pull away from. I don't know. That's a tough one, because sometimes you might go through difficult times, and it's worth to dig in a little bit. But I think if it's a relationship that does not have a positive influence on you, then you should question the relationship for sure. Just because a relationship is easy doesn't necessarily mean it's a good relationship. I think some good relationships do take a little bit of work and certainly commitment. But at some point you may need to just say, okay, I can no longer be committed to this relationship because it's not healthy. And that's I think you just judge it by how it affects you and impacts your life.
I would say too, follow the peace, P-E-A-C-E. You know, if you're in turmoil a lot and you're struggling, that it might be good to just take a little bit of a break from that person and just kind of see, you know,
Yeah.
is it more peaceful without the drama, or is it something you really feel like you were saying, is something you feel committed to fighting for? Toxic relationships, you don't have to stay in them. And I think that sometimes we're taught to be polite, but it's okay for you to stand up for yourself and get out of those toxic relationships.
Yeah, and the worst case scenario is you leave a relationship that actually is good for you, and then you realize later that, oh no, and then you go back to it. But I think so often we stay in a relationship, and there's really, this is not good.
Anonymous asks, why does Mark always wear the same shirt? Please fill us in, Dad.
I don't wear the same shirt. I don't have that many shirts. Actually, I have a lot of shirts. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have a bunch of shirts. I only wear a few of them. I don't know. It's easier.
He
I don't
likes
have to think about
stripes.
it too much.
Well, and I think Steve Jobs, you know, Steve Jobs had kind of a uniform. Mark is just not a person who is into his appearance necessarily.
Yes, I grew up on an island in southeast Alaska. It rained a lot, so it's not like you can dress up and look nice because you're going to walk through through slush and snow and mud. But yeah, I just like, I don't take the time to think about, oh, what should I wear today? I just put what's there, put it on, and get on with my day. So, but I need to be better at that. We're working on that. Trying to get me some new wardrobe.
Yes.
John Dale was pushing that the other day.
Mark's lost some weight, and so he's wearing the same baggy clothes that are hanging off of him. And yeah, so maybe you'll see some new things. This will be the push.
Yes.
Lena from Montana asks, oh my Lord in heaven, whose birth has the most interesting story out of all the 3 kids? Any last minute water breaking, taxi drive to the hospital, middle of a concert, and her money is on Noelle as the interesting birth.
Yeah, all the kids' births were pretty straightforward. Noelle, it was a very difficult pregnancy. The pregnancies with my boys were easier for some reason. The pregnancy with Noelle was very difficult. I was really swollen. It was very hot. We lived in Dallas, and I think it was like triple digits for months on end. It was like the hottest summer on record.
Yeah.
So by the end of the pregnancy, she was born in November, and summer lasts till November. Frank, what do you see?
Nothing out there. Oh, there's a chippy way out there. Chippy.
You're about to experience a Frank breakout here.
It's just a chipmunk. Then
We call it a freakout. Instead of a freak out, a freakout.
We're trying to sit in front of the window, and so we can see everything going by in the front yard. Anyway, Frank, you're upstaging
So it was me, basically.
Yeah, it was basically Noelle. I was in labor for like 7 days, and finally I went in, and even I think they broke my water, and she was obviously in distress, and we had to have they replaced the amniotic fluid or whatever. I mean, it was this long, drawn out thing, but ultimately she was born just beautiful, perfect.
Pat from Colorado asks, why is Nat never in the vlogs? He is so pretty. We know.
Yeah.
We know. What is the kind of relationship you hope for your children to have one day?
Living life with somebody who believes in them and supports them, is honest with them, is willing to challenge them, but in love, and just enjoy life together. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And have kids soon.
Charlotte asks what our favorite family story is. Any story where Nick is involved is awesome because he's just really funny. Like there's one from recently when they were just here, where he was sitting at the kitchen table and he acts like a respectable young man when it's just him and Mom. And the second Mom left, he was sitting across the table burping uncontrollably and laughing about it and being so obnoxious. And I was just like, what is your deal? And he just
He went.
and he just would not stop it. Yeah.
Favorite family memory? I loved it when we went to Disney.
I was going to talk about that too.
Yeah.
The Jones family says, our family went and saw Noelle in her school production. Thank Thank you. I don't know which one you're talking about, but thank you. And wanted to know her professional opinion. How does she prepare herself for a new role? Also, when she's on Broadway, can we get an autograph? I think the biggest thing is really getting in touch with your character and really figuring out what their goals in life are and what their morals are, because usually their goals and their morals will be different than yours. And so you kind of have to figure that out with your character, and sometimes that's making it up itself, or you just kind of read the script over and over again and are able to find little pieces that you can pull out of the story to create your character. Zoe says that she would love to see an episode where we all sing together or do a song together where everyone sings a different part and then we all sing the chorus, or we could even do our theme song.
That would be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Sing our theme song. We love that song. That's one of the reasons we picked that song. That Todd Warren is a friend of ours who that whole album is great. And I used to play the CD back when it was CDs in the car, and it just made our whole family happy. So, yeah, whenever we start the car, we always have our theme song playing, and so it just seemed like the perfect song for us to choose for the vlog. So that'd be fun to actually sing the song.
Yeah.
What's the name of the album?
It's called Breakthrough.
Breakthrough.
The song is called Illuminate.
And the album Breakthrough. If you find it, you probably find it on iTunes.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
And I highly recommend it. It is just
so good.
great. If you, especially if you need to just to feel more uplifted in your life, that is the album for you. It's wonderful.
The question is, do you plan on having any more children? From Anonymous.
I don't think so. We have lots of kids in that we teach, and we just love hanging out with people and talking and encouraging and lifting them up and telling them it's going to be okay. But I doubt we'll have biological kids. We have talked about adopting or things like that, but I think right now it's students and people in our lives that we just love.
And it's like, if you guys have another kid, then the grandkids can't be the center of attention.
Grandkid. Mark's got to leave for a rehearsal. This is the life of a musician.
This is the life of the Bovee Bunch,
This is
honestly.
the life of the Bovee Bunch. It's really true. I know somebody asked somewhere why we don't post more. They wish we would do more than one a week, and that's really on me probably, but also we don't spend as much time together as the Dale Tribe does. You know, we kind of all have our own things that we're doing, and we go our separate ways, so we don't always have footage from things, and we don't always vlog very well. We're still learning how to do that and feel comfortable vlogging our lives as we go about our day. So, but we do hope to kind of pick up the pace a little bit as we head into summer. I have a little more time to edit. And and we are going to, what's it called? CBX in August. That first weekend in August, Salt Lake City, Utah. We'd love to see you there. If
you can come, we would love to see you.
Thanks for these wonderful questions. We love you guys so much. We hope you remember how very much you are loved. Bye, guys.
So,
Battery.
5,
I've got
4,
a body.